While security is tight in Jerusalem, nearly 2,500 troops have been deployed to maintain law and order as thousands participate in Israel's annual flag march. The annual parade marks Israel's capture of Jerusalem in 1967. It was increasingly has become a show of force for the Jewish nationalists.
Holiest spot for Jewish people in the world, the Temple Mount, where the temple used to stand 2,000 years ago. I'm going up in the Temple Mount today on Jerusalem Day, the day where Jerusalem was liberated, including the Temple Mount, in order to pray.
And for Palestinians, it is a blatant provocation intended to undermine their ties to the old city. The Hamas group has urged Palestinians to confront the march.
رسالتنا إلى شعبنا الثائر في كل أماكن تواجده أن يجعل من هذا اليوم يوم مواجهة ويوم ثورة ويوم عصيان في مواجهة الاحتلال بإذن ربنا سبحانه وتعالى. أن يتحرك شعبنا في كل أماكن تواجده وبخاصة في الضفة وفي القدس لمواجهة هذا المحتل الصهيوني ولجعل كل نقاط التماس نقاط اشتباك وثورة.
Earlier in the day, hundreds of Jewish believers visited the Temple Mount, including an Israeli minister and many members of the parliament.
Security cannot be achieved by giving up to terrorists, to violence. We need to be strong. We need to be strong against the violence, against the threats on us, and our connection to this holy place, to Jerusalem, is something that no one can cut.
And while the security this time is tight, considering the timing of this year's march, just last week Israel and Gaza had a violent showdown. Cross-border clashes have also risen significantly in recent months. Police officers have set up positions near the Damascus Gate. It is a popular gathering spot for Palestinians and a key location as the parade enters the city from this gate. And well, Jody is now joining us live for the very latest on this. And Jody, now what can you tell us about the latest from the Jerusalem Day flag march, and attention still expected?
Hi, so I don't know if you can see behind me, but they're actually setting up for a ceremony here to mark Jerusalem Day, and scenes like this will be in most cities, towns and villages across the whole country. Now, in Jerusalem itself, the flag march has begun to mark Jerusalem Day. Israel says that that's to celebrate the reunification of the city 3,000 years after it was last under Israeli control. But not everyone is celebrating. There had been some rumors on some Palestinian social media that the route this year would be going through the Temple Mount Al-Aqsa compound. Now, Israel said that the march route is not going there, but the Palestinians still oppose the march, as it will go through all parts of the old city, including the Muslim quarter. Now, there have been calls from some to reroute the march. Remember, 2 years ago, Prime Minister Netanyahu did that when he was facing threats from Hamas to fire rockets. He rerouted the march away from the Muslim quarter, and Hamas still fired the rockets. So Netanyahu has said that the march is going ahead as planned this year. And we know that Hamas's balloon unit, which is reportedly responsible for sending explosive devices into Israel, they've said that they would take action. Now, we've already seen that some left-wing Israeli activists have tried to block the route. There have been some scuffles between Jewish and Arab passers-by and youth in the old city. The police say that they've arrested 10 Israelis for disorder, but there are tens of thousands of participants, and on the whole, it appears to be going through peacefully right now.
Right, Jody, thanks very much indeed for joining us with the very latest there.
Thank you.